stories from them streets. It's real life. It's tales from the dark side. Dark side.
This is the story of a psycho named Sid. Always seemed a bit off since he was a kid. Never gave a chance since the day of his birth. Sins of his father inherited his curse. Foster home to foster home, discipline, no love. Broken jaw, shattered skull, blood up on the wall. A darkened soul, angry at the world. Violent tendencies from what he incurred. Treated like an outcast, no one showed the care. Walking past the church, he just stood there and stared. He entered the church, sat in the back row chair. He passed on the chance to get saved cause he was scared. Progress made after meeting God, but actions never acted on. So he fell back into his old ways. Blackouts and a mental haze. Till he saw his crush one day he wanted as a wife. He did the unspeakable which ended his life. Sirens shrieked over the screams from the torture. Raped and murdered before they could save her. Covered in blood as the cops pulled up. Out of his mind from the demons that were pent up. Sid was a psychopath driven by the devil. Lost his life after they shot their ammo. Shot 30 times, he's lying in the street. His body's bleeding out on the cold concrete. His soul leaves his body as his eyes turn black. No chance to repent, now there's no turning back. Sid is gonna burn in hell for all his sins. Everlasting punishment, tormented in darkness. Gnashing of teeth and the sound of their screams. Sid cries out for help, but it's not just a dream.
Walks out of church, thinking it's clean. Temptation takes over, starts feeding for green. Knowing it's wrong, goes to supply. A dealer tries to swindle, but he denies. He didn't like that, he started to fight. He took it too far and blasted him on sight. Word got out, the dealer was shot. The boss got rage and he wanted him caught. He was in his house, hoping he's fine. Sitting on the couch, man, gripping his 9. He should've stayed in church and listened to the word. It's too late now for your heart to be stirred. It broke down the door, ready to obliterate. Fighting for his life, man, ready to annihilate. Grabbing him, tying him, making him diminish. Unloads a mag, now the job is finished.
Little youngster, coming up real hard. Used to pulling cars and slanging on the boulevard. He would dream of being drove in the double R. Cooking crack with his gat strapped in Kevlar. In the city, he's the #1 trap star. Serving hard to all the fiends sleeping in the park. Looking at the man's money, that's all they are. As he's whipping straight, drop in his glass jar. Until one night, he seen that black car. He knew it was the cops lurking in the dark. So he made a move, and he shot twice. Hit the fool in the blue, and he took his life. After shadow came the team from the steam. Fully loaded things with the laser beams. Filled his clothes full of many bloody holes. Now judgment been told, Satan claimed another soul.
Listen to the story that I have to tell. This is the story how they went to hell. Untold tales from the dark side of life. Their souls were lost to hell without Christ. Tales from the dark side, dark side. Tales from the dark side. Tales from the dark side, dark side. Tales from the dark side.
This tale from the dark side has gone too long untold. Young soul kept silent from predators hunting soul. Too young to understand, so it must have been imparted at birth. Is it gonna follow? How so far in my life? Wish it didn't. Lying helps cause the truth makes it hurt. And the normality of the spirit means it won't until the end gets you first. To take a sip and everyone makes it worse. No coin to the lust till it's death, but that's not the worst. Man, that's not the worst. It's the giving yourself to the night, every night since the first. It's the tales from the dark side of life that can't be rehearsed. It's the tales from the dark that can't be reversed. How young, I don't know, but reflect, cause the thought makes it hurt. Wasn't tall enough to rise, so I hopped the line, I rode on it first. Sparks of hunger lit carnalities that burned it and worse. Spread the fire, 16. No longer a child with the thirst, problems grown. I'm sitting in a cage, now drugs in the curse. But remember I told you that's not the worst. Man, that's not the worst. It's a spiritual death, you die on this earth. It's a life you live first. Dreams deferred, innocence packed in a hearse. 20 by this point, too much to write on a verse. 16 bars ain't enough, you need to read the book. on the life of this verse. Dreams of purge lit through me, which makes who worse. Fantasies are my reality, stuck in a trap. I'm set by these flirts, still don't change. Problems have to be generational. Kid could be the sick, more to change it to a monster. All he needs is this hit. These situations seem rehearsed, like it was all a movie, but you need to be 18 to watch first. You understand, right? The life of drugs was perverse. All good, the end is near. By this point, death must be the cure for a sick kid who can't live with the hurt.
Yeah, it's all fun and games till the bullets start spraying. Now your gut's leaking, you know what I'm saying? Better pray to God, better pray to your maker. When the AK spray, man, it'll rip you like paper. Rip round hollow points, don't know the difference. Jesus fights for me, erase your existence. Should've stayed down, life is my Jesus. Sin is disease, and diseases till your last breath. You have dead living the saga and double drama, but Jesus Christ is the answer, brother. My strength is not gonna equal that of God's, but if it matters, I'll do more before you even had a thought. He hold your hand if he had to. He won't pass you to the devil that you saved if he asks you.
Listen to the story that I have to tell. This is a story how they went to hell. Untold tales from the dark side of life. Their souls were lost to hell without Christ. Tales from the dark side, dark side. Tales from the dark side. Tales from the dark side, dark side. Tales from the dark